Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope that everyone is doing okay. Lots of sun out, so that's awesome, even though it's really cold. Yeah. So I have a bit of frog in my throat. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been able to speak properly, but it seems okay now. I had the weirdest dream last night, and I was being guided. I saw what is this? The Cosmovisions Oracle. I made like 3 mistakes yesterday when I was doing a video. I was so tired. It doesn't matter. Anyways, calling different decks the wrong names. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this, and I was guided to use the Midnight Magic Mushroom deck as well. So I had the most bizarre dream, and I'm not sure I understand it, but I'm gonna share it with you. So, okay. The dream was about Christina Aguilera, only it's obviously not about Christina Aguilera. Okay, so she was sitting in an expensive kind of like research doctor facility, in one of those kind of like long type chairs that you would when you get your teeth done. And she was bald. And in the dream, she's been wearing a wig this whole time and lying to everybody, to the world, and saying that she had cancer, but she was hiding it. So she was telling people that knew her that she had cancer. She was wearing a wig so that like the masses wouldn't know about it. And I guess so the people closest to her, she was saying that she had cancer, but she didn't actually have cancer. And she was hiding the fact that she had something else and not cancer because it was easier to just say that she had that so that she wouldn't get like all these questions and like, I don't know, it didn't make any bloody sense, but bear with me. So, she was on her phone, she was talking I knew that she had a small child. She had one kid who was maybe around the age of 5, because I saw like a flash in my head of her having a kid, and I think it was a little boy, and because the boy had short hair as well, really, really super, super blonde, like white, almost kind of like how she bleaches her hair, like really, and it's almost like a white color. And then when she got up and she was talking to whatever doctor that was there, because it was like her back to me, parts of her on her body, I was reading her body, and then like parts were lit up. So it had something to do with her liver and her kidneys, something with her organs, so her endocrine system. So she has some sort of like rare disease that she was going to some type of like expensive facility somewhere to get it treated and to get it looked at. And then I woke up in the morning and I was staring at this old medical journal that I have, because it's like on my shelf, it's kind of like low, and just I was looking at it, and then this conversation popped up in my head that I had with someone else about when you're in school, they teach you about the heart being off to the side, even though it's in the center, and why they do that, and like paramedics and emergency people. So I don't know if someone is going to school to be a paramedic or to learn about health stuff or to be a doctor, or someone is hiding some type of it's such a bizarre dream. And the fact that Christina Aguilera was the person, don't know why the good Lord picked her. maybe it was a sign of like the person doing that also sings, or someone that's in the public eye. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. Yeah, I really don't know who this is supposed to be resonating for, but it was like a multiple organ situation. So I don't know if I'm, like I said, I don't know if I'm picking up on someone who's going through that themselves or know someone that's going through that. Or they're just going to school. So yeah. And if you are going through this, I'm so sorry. I really don't, I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, we all have struggles. We all have things in our life. Some of us have worse than it is for others. You know, it doesn't dismiss or negate anybody's suffering, or journey that they have to go through in their lives. We're all on different soul journeys. But the dream was so bizarre, and I think that's why I woke up and I thought of that conversation, and I was looking at that. It was to trigger that, because I sat down on the computer, and then she popped in my head, and then I remembered the dream, and I was like, oh wow. And then so I was being called to pull out these decks. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna find out what that's about, because it's so bizarre. And it's obviously a message for somebody, because I don't know. Okay, so let's start. We're going to start with the Midnight Magic deck. And the dream was really like bright and sunny, so I didn't feel like this person, my head just started hurting really bad. I don't feel like I don't feel like a doom and gloom about the dream. It was just like information and things being brought to light, if you will. Oh, this is the other deck I was thinking of, about the Divine Tarot deck that knocks a lot. Anyways. Again, with the knocking, I was thinking of heart. Maybe someone's heart's knocking. I was thinking about that too. So maybe they're having heart troubles, or their heart is knocking because, you know, they're in love or something. I really don't know. I'm not a doctor, so, you know, I have some medical and health training, but, you know, if you've got issues, please go see a doctor. Please, you know, take care of yourself and love yourself. Do the best that you can with what you have. Yeah, sorry, it's just like a lot of information. It's kind of heavy information. Lots of intense readings lately. Okay. Let's take a sip of tea. All right, Spirit, what do you have for us? What messages regarding this bizarre dream? Maybe your name is Christina. I don't know. Maybe that's what that was about. Maybe it was just like her name. Maybe your last name's Aguilera. It's a pretty popular Latin name, isn't it? What can you tell me? What? That's a lot. You want me to take all of these? I didn't even notice that they flipped. All right, well, usually when a lot of cards come out like this, it's like a story. So, all right, this is gonna end up being a long video. Knight of Cups. So I'm being drawn to the purple in that. So that's a crown thing. And I just got like that big headache and that pressure change in my head. That's interesting. Four of Cups. So to me, that also has to do with the heart. The Six of Swords. So the Five of Swords is definitely battling, Six of Swords battling, but still being, yeah, how this mushroom has this thing wrapped around it. Something still has a hold on you or whoever this is resonating. Please only take what resonates. If this is not for you, like, just click off. Four of Swords. Or if you enjoy the stories and my stuff, then that's great. But don't absorb anything, just observe. Four of Swords. So I'm being drawn to the fact that this is so like cushy and very light. So I feel like it just reminds me of, like, you know, hospital pillows and like you being kind of under God's protection. And then we have the Page of Cups. And then my throat was kind of going, and these are blue. It's like a chakra thing, right? Maybe. So yeah, that makes sense with the endocrine system, right? The heart, the throat, like the liver, the kidneys. I think it's like your intestines or something. It's been a while. Yeah, okay, what can we get for the Knight of Cups, please? And I guess we're keeping this at 5 because this is like a challenge. This is like a change. Normally I'd do 6 across, but should I do one more? Let's do one more. Okay, what can you tell me? Maybe I should have looked at the bottom of the deck, but I didn't, so maybe not. What can I get to go along with these other 5? What messages, Spirit, please? There's like an anxiousness. I've been shuffling really fast and I keep being told to like slow down. Which is like the energy right now where it's like you're gearing up, you want to go, but it's like be patient, slow down, take a breath, right? I think a lot of us are eager to get on with the new year and this fire horse because we're all aware that it's going to be a really good year, and a lot's going to happen for us. The Two of Cups. Yeah. So with the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups, this really does have to do with heart, I feel like. Yeah, like someone you love is going through this, or someone that is in love, it's literally changing their body and it's causing all these weird symptoms in them because they've never been in love. And so maybe now they're starting to take care of themselves. Like I said, only take what resonates. I really don't understand. So I'm just, you know, bear with me. We're gonna figure it out together, okay? So what can I get for the Knight of Cups, please? What is it? Purple Lacaria? I really like that. So in the Knight of Cups, this feather, I just feel like there's some sort of softness and some sort of, because in the dream it was about a female, right? It was about Christina, either it wasn't her, but anyways. I feel like there's maybe a male that puts your mind at ease, or maybe, well, this is the Knight of Cups, right? So maybe there's a masculine and the feather is indicative of what you do to him. Something about putting your mind at ease. There's like a softness. Maybe when he thinks of you, maybe he's going through this and he thinks of you. Again, there's no gender in tarot. Put yourself where you belong. It's just what I'm being shown, and then we can decipher it how we want to, right? So maybe when he thinks of you, it eases his mind a little bit. It's like a little feather touch on his brain. Yeah, so we got 8 of Cups. We got the 9 of Cups. Okay, so yeah. The 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups underneath the Knight of Cups. What is that? The shaggy ink cap. The watercolor mushroom. These cards are really weird and kind of like interesting to read because they are mushrooms, and mushrooms are very communicative, right? We all know how mushrooms grow, and the whole, or maybe you don't, I don't know. But the system of mushrooms and the way they communicate with each other underneath the ground and how that works is super fascinating. There's a really good documentary on that. I believe it's on Netflix. It might be on Prime. I watched it a really long time ago. It was over COVID I watched it. Well, let's keep going, and then maybe I'll get more out of it. Because I feel blank right now. It's weird. So maybe there's a lot of distress on the brain. The 4 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. Wow. So much cup energy. That's all we have here. We have cup energy and we have 2 swords energy. It's almost like I feel in the dark. You know what I mean? Like my brain is in the dark, my heart's in the dark, but it's like trying to knock. Black trumpet. Yeah, I'm getting pressure in my head. I did not wake up that way, and it wasn't until I started doing the reading. What can we get for the 6 of Swords? We'll get into this. We'll figure it out. I'll take a look at the books and see what they say. Just to give us some guidance, because I'm a little bit thrown for this one. 6 of Swords. The 6 of Cups. Are we going to get every cup in the deck? This is so weird. Pixie's Parasol. The 6 of Cups. Someone is circling in the cup energy big time. What can I get for the 4 of Swords? And that's 2 6s. That's the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. What can I get for the 4 of Swords? What can I get for the 4 of Swords, please? I just heard love. The Knight of Wands. And the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man keeps coming out a lot in the readings. Behind. Yeah, I really feel like, just by what the cards are coming out, I really feel like this might be for a male about a female. But because the dream was about Christina Aguilera and not like a male, she is a woman who would technically be considered in her masculine energy, even, or even in egoic energy. Usually when women have everything going for themselves, that's why you see a lot of celebrities not stay in marriages very long. They don't stay in relationships very long, because the women are in their egos and they're in their masculine energy, and then the men don't know what to do with that. They make more money than them. They have everything they want. It's like, well, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to no offense to Christina Aguilera. I like her music, so I don't have a problem with her. I'm just going off by why I had the dream about her, right? Like what that represents. It's a funny thing about dreams. So what can I get for the Page of Cups? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Page of Cups, I'm getting, I heard multiplying. So I feel like there was some, with the Page of Cups, I feel like there was some turmoil in the heart area in love, and this person is multiplying their money, while with the Two of Cups, growing their heart and their love and their capacity. So that to me is an indicator of the heart healing. And it's also true what they say about men and women, especially women in their masculine energy, in their ego, how when one comes across like true love, and it is real, it does weird things to your body where you think like, you know, like your chest hurts, and it's just because your heart is opening, or you get headaches, which is indicative of your crown opening, or you like ascension symptoms, right? And it's true for anybody that has experienced like an anxiety attack or a panic attack. It feels like you're having a heart attack, and you're like, what's going on, right? Like the first time you ever experience one, you like keel over and you're like you know, and it's not funny because I've experienced that in my past, right? So I know what it feels like. So I feel like, again, only take what resonates. This might not be a serious medical condition. This just might, it could be, but like it also just might be a message for people who are healing. So I feel like I'm getting 2 or 3 different messages out of this reading. So, you know, let me know in the comments, you know, if anything is picking up for you. What can I get for the Two of Cups? The Eight of Wands. I heard fibers. So it almost looks like sticks going through, but I heard fibers. So I feel like someone is weaving their heart back together. They're fixing it because it's under the Two of Cups. And with the sunflowers on the side and like the orange, these other orange flowers, that's solar and sacral, right? And this is wands. This is about creativity. This is about desire and passion. And the fact that there's a lizard on the bottom, lizards and reptiles, there's my throat going again. Sorry. Lizards are a sign of one of the most intuitive and spiritual types of animals. You know, owls are like that. Lizards are like that. Crows, ravens. Okay. The High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Hermit. And the Queen of Cups. So yeah. This is definitely about a male and a female. A male and a masculine going through change. Again with the throat. My God. What was it? The High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, and then we had the Hermit and the Queen of Cups. So, if this is resonating for a masculine, then he definitely sees you as his High Priestess. He definitely sees you as the Wheel of Fortune. That's a destined connection. And that it seems like he's out making his money, but he's probably in hermit mode as well as you. And this one's called the Artist's Conch, which is interesting because like you could be a creative, an artist yourself in whatever way, right? Could be singing, could be writing, drawing, painting, like whatever. And it says conch on it. And when I said it, it reminded me of like a conch that you put up to your ear and you hear like the ocean. So to me, he can hear you and you can hear him. So there's communication between you two in the dark, in the 5D, telepathically probably. I'm gonna put these over here. Okay. I'm gonna move these so I have a little bit more room. All right. I wanna kind of decipher a little bit more about these. So with the Knight of Cups, and then you got the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, right? So I am gonna kind of rely on the book just a little bit because I've only used this deck like, I don't know, maybe like 4 times, maybe a little bit more, but not a lot. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. And kind of like the void and the darkness that's going on right now, it seems, again, with mushrooms, communication, the the reformulating of the brain, the heart, what love does to you. Yeah, love can make you sick, right? Maybe there's a love sick thing going on right now. Maybe you're lovesick for each other. Maybe that's what that is. And you're both trying to take care of your health. Because the older we get, I mean, you don't have to be old to have health issues. You can be any age. So maybe that was just indicative of taking care of yourself, and it wasn't as serious as maybe I thought it was. But again, the dream was really weird. Like I said, only take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so 8 of Cups, Knight of Cups. So 8 of Cups is departure, natural ending, and travel. And the 9 of Cups is contentment, satisfaction, and wish fulfillment. So this Knight of Cups has left something behind, right? And is traveling towards the 9 of Cups, which is satisfaction and wish fulfillment, right? Which is why the 4 of Cups pops back up, right? Okay, that's beautiful. 7 of Cups. The Black Chapel. So with 4 of Cups, hold on, let's just double check. The 4 of Cups is meditation, setting limits, and boredom. So he's probably bored with his life. He's moving away from his life, right? There's that hermit mode. The 7 of Cups, moving into that opportunities, illusions, and wishful thinking. So he's bored and he's in his head a lot. There's a lot of thinking going on. Illusions doesn't necessarily have to be bad because it's not upside down. So there's not a confusion about it. There's a fantasy playing out, right? Like a positive one of love. Being hopeful for what he's moving towards. So then we have the 6 of Swords followed by the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is nostalgia, harmony, and starting anew. So they're recalling happy, playful memories and reminding themselves what's important to them and in their life. So this is someone definitely going through an ascension. This is someone definitely going after what their heart and soul desire. So good for you. That's what we're here for, right? We're not here to live for other people. We're here to be of service to people, but we are here to live for ourselves, to be happy for ourselves, because we count. Okay, and then with the 6 of Swords, there's going to be pushback, right? Distance, exploring, and releasing. So yeah, they're in a state of releasing. They're in a state of exploring their emotions, exploring what makes them happy. This is good. This is a lot more positive. Okay. The 4 of Swords. Yeah. Rest, meditation, and recuperation. So I was right. So it feels like you're being taken care of, whether you're being taken care of by the doctors that you have around you, taking care of yourself, and God's protection as well, right? Your guide's protection, your angels that you have around you. Okay, and then under that we had the Knight of Wands and the Hanged Man. So we know that the Hanged Man is like contemplation, thinking, all of these things. And this person is the Knight of Wands. So we got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So this person is moving fast when it comes to taking care of their business, taking care of what their heart and soul desires, going after what they want, and doing it with passion and creativity and desire. So it's really good. So yeah, really in your head, really in your heart, a lot of solar and sacral healing going on as well. So we have the Page of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles, the big picture, planning and rewards. Yeah, they're multiplying. So they're taking what their passions are, their heart are, they're healing, and they're multiplying it. And I don't think that that's something that they've done before. So if you're in your ego and you're going after, like, you know, power and money and all these things, going after what your heart and soul desire, that would be new for you, right? Beautiful. And then the Two of Cups, right? And the Eight of Wands. I heard union. They're going after union. Yeah, collaboration, harmonious partnerships, and mutual attraction. So the both of you are feeling the same for each other. And like I said, with the Eight of Wands, there's like fibers, there's a healing going on in the heart. Dynamic action and growth. Yeah, there's a lot of growth going on. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, excellent. I'm glad we got that figured out. Okay. Okay, it's a little more uplifting. So there must have been some sort. Actually, okay, so if the dream, if they're hiding something, maybe they're hiding, like, there's a few things that we can take from the dream where, again, it could just be something that you're going to school for. You might be in the health industry, so this reading might like resonate with you because you're in the health industry, and you're learning about this. Maybe this is what you want to do. You want to take care of people, like in the medical field, and also like hiding the fact that maybe you are, or maybe you were worried you were really sick and it's not so serious, or people know that you're getting like doctor's trips and stuff, but it's a lot more serious than you're letting on. But it seems positive. It seems like you're healing. It seems like you are doing the work, whether it be one or the other. So this is good. Not all is doom and gloom. Okay. What can I get for the Knight of Cups, please? The Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, and Nine of Cups. Sounds like I was saying the same. So what can you tell me about that? The Five of Birds. I don't know if it's really, I heard like you're trying to put your eggs in one basket. And I don't, so that can be taken, like some people think that like throwing all of your things in one basket and then like only focusing on that, it is not necessarily good, because you should always have like backup plans or like all this stuff. But in this case, I feel like it's about focusing on, because there's two eagles, right? Focusing on like one person, right? Not chasing anybody else, focusing on one love, one woman, one man, that sort of thing. Trying to not drop that egg. And five is change and challenge. Yeah, so in the past, which we most all have, in the past, there's been challenge around partnerships and love, past marriages. Maybe there was an issue around having children. Maybe someone wanted children and the other person didn't. Or maybe because in the dream she had like a boy, so you might resonate with being a single parent, and the other person was not a good parent. Can I get another one, please, for the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups? So maybe you're healing from that. And it's challenging to be a co-parent, or it's challenging to have your child go to, if the person is still in your life, to go to the other person's house. And then to come home, right? To like the main thing. Phoenix. Wow. Yeah. This is definitely about ascension. This is definitely about rising from the ashes, rising up and moving forward out of some tumultuous relationship that you've had in the past. Whether it be marriage or something that looks like marriage, especially if you share kids. That's awesome. What can I get for the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, please? The 7 of Embers. Well, doesn't that look like a phoenix also? This is heavy. I'm getting goosebumps like all over my body right now. Oh my God. Okay. It almost looks like a swan too. And you're learning. You see the book? So I don't know if you've also been, again, with the studying. So you're probably like studying about yourself, studying about, yeah. Thank you for that. Okay, so studying because of like the medical and all that kind of, studying the science of spirituality, studying the science in God, the God in science. Wow. Surrounding yourself and protecting yourself with a circle of fire. Allowing yourself to renew your light body. Oh my God. Okay. Wow, this reading is turning out to be super beautiful. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. Should I take these? Yeah. Okay. So we have the Wanderer, right? About being in the contemplation, wandering in the 5D, wandering, searching in your head, searching your heart, searching your soul. Again, with the fire. And then we also have the 2 of Embers. So much passion for yourself, so much passion for your life, and so much passion for your heart and your soul. You're getting excited about yourself and about what you want out of life. Yeah, they're dancing. You're learning to dance in the dark. You're learning to alchemize. Good on you. I want to know what the Wanderer is, just out of curiosity, what that's supposed to be.